Good morning. So GJ is ranging over here. GJ's at the support. If you break the support, 141.850, I think coming down to 141.650, which is the 1 hour support right here. Perfect.
Yeah, that should be a continuation of the 4-hour candle.
Yeah, I believe so.
You see how it closed? The 4-hour looks great for to continue going lower.
Yeah, because I think this this move up to 142.050 was a retest.
Yeah, kind of like it.
Yeah, 4 hours bearish. 4 hour is bearish, man. Gold as well. Gold's trying to create support at 1570. Previous 30 minutes bullish. This current one is forming. I think to be 100% sure gold's gonna go up, you need to see. See, the thing is, because there's FOMC later on, and they're keeping the rates the same, it's expected that they will keep the rates the same. I think gold should. I don't know. It's pretty hard, but I think gold should continue going up, because if they're going to keep the rates the same, and they already know the rates are going to be the same, then gold should move up, and then you can turn around and say, okay, you know what, it's priced in.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, so I think gold will fall. Gold will fall when the news is released, because the news is, because like if they keep the rates the same, that's considered as good news, right? So gold's gonna have a initial reaction to the news. It's gonna spike down. If it's gonna spike down, we need to look to see which area. So maybe, support areas like 1568, 1566, and then continue going up as the press news is released. That's what I've seen happen before, so maybe that could happen again. When it comes to GJ, I'm strictly waiting for GJ to kind of like break down below these candles here to the left, and then we can continue moving down. I mean, this is a 20-pip range, so it should be good. राजा साहब क्या हाल है आपके? उर्दू में जवाब देना. Studio 7. Okay.
Gold, was that the FOMC press conference you were talking about?
Yeah.
There's also a World Health Organization press conference at 2 p.m. UK time, which could, if they call that a national emergency, it's not on there. I've just checked. It was only announced a couple of hours ago.
National emergency.
If they call it a national emergency, then I'm guessing that will strengthen both gold and the JPY pairs.
This coronavirus.
Sorry, global, not national, global. Yeah.
Ooh, oh yeah.
So that is, I think, if it's 2 o'clock here, that's 9 o'clock your time, 9 a.m.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I think this is going to be I think it's going to be a global emergency. It's just going to be like a regional emergency for Asia.
Oh yeah, fine, maybe.
Who knows?
I still think If they do say something bad, I think it could still give some strength to the safe havens,
Yes.
which would then support what you're waiting for on GJ, which is a break below.
What's this? Where do you read about this coronavirus? Google. Fuck, man. People. Google. Google is the solution to all problems. See, now as the 15-minute candle starts to close bullish on gold, the next one should continue moving up, and that in turn should turn the 30-minute candle going bullish. Because then you're going to say, okay, support is being created at 1570, and it should continue moving bullish.
Kevo, I closed my gold price. I'm sad.
Oh, nice.
Because I had buys from over here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you
And
closed it.
yeah, because this previous 30-minute faked me out.
That
And I
wick
was
down.
yeah, it started going down, and the previous one looked like it rejected, so I closed it.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But I still got like 20 pips.
I'm telling you, it's going to the moon.
Well, I entered again, but we'll see.
Yeah, you had a really good entry.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, if gold goes up, like from here, you see the 15 minutes about to close, bullish in 7 minutes. So then you look left, there is actually clean traffic going up to 1573, 1573.50. So that should be a good move. Gold is moving now.
Yeah, I'm in gold buys and
Very nice. Should continue bullish.
I like how it should reach that target, yeah, because there's nothing to the left.
Yep. 1570.50 is being held as support. 15-minute candles closing bullish. And the next one should take it up to the promised land. Promised land is what's at 1573.50. So all you gotta do is Google. You Google and you will find information on anything. I Googled the World Health Organization on coronavirus. I found an article which they were talking about the same thing that we talked about earlier. Man, people are just too lazy.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing, dude? Good?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, mate. Nice.
Morning, guys.
Morning, Chris.
Morning, guys.
What's up, brother?
Right.
Man, you guys need to really mute yourselves. Seriously. No one needs to hear your microwave or your dishes.
Yeah, man, I'll have breakfast.
Thank you, thank you. See the 15 minute, it has to close bullish for the next 15 minutes to continue going up. But so far, it's just the way it is. There are two things I'm looking for. One thing I'm looking for, the most important thing is looking for is the GJ breaking below 141.850 so I can take a sell down till here. Or gold bullish confirmations here to take a buy till 1574.
Yeah, GJ's been in a right mess this morning.
Ei, rapaz! Olha a cabeça! Vê se esse é desgraçado!
Oh wow, what's going on over here?
Olha, rapaz!
Oh wow. Brazilians went crazy. Oh, what's this? Someone took a short while the candles were bullish. Well done. Well done.
And knowing you had supports below.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
Alright, what's this? UJ, 60 minute. Stop losses here, take profits down over here. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. I think you can bring your stop loss down as well to 150. That'll be good. That'll be better. And now you need candles to close bearish here, especially on the 30 minutes, so you'll get more information. So far, GJ is just ranging. I'm waiting for a break below 141.850 to go down to 141 at least, 700 or 650. Gold is here, struggling. I might get interested in gold buys above 1572, but so far nothing. But if the 30-minute closes bullish, like a stronger bullish around 1572, then that's going to be good because then the next 30-minute can continue moving it up. So still got 13 minutes left or a break above 1572. Otherwise, there's nothing. There's only preparations for FOMC. I mean, if gold starts ranging between 1570 and 1574, then it's only going to break with FOMC. So if you're looking at the higher time frames, you'll see that we made a support at 1565. If the press conference is really dovish, we might see it moving up to 1578, 1580, even touch the high at the 1584. But it all depends on what they say in the press conference. Like if they say, oh, hey, like keeping rates the same is good, then then you can see gold fall down to 1566 or even come down to 1560. So we'll have to wait and see. Still a couple hours away, not a couple hours, like a good 8 hours, 9 hours. Are you entered gold, Rakeel? No, not yet.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
I sent a chart on the Zoom chat of a gold loss I took. Could you, take a look at it?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to open the Zoom chat. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. So, when did you close?
I closed where my loss is, like that red box.
Oh,
That's
See-
where that's where I entered my trade on the bullish candle.
see, I would have closed when this candle closed bullish.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So I think this was like a probability of the trade not working.
Probability also, I think like this candle had a lot of volatility because this candle, it broke the high and it broke the low of the previous candle, and it closed bearish. So when I see candles like those, I'm like, yeah, this candle has a lot of volatility because volatile candles, they break highs and lows.
I mean, that candle didn't broke the previous candle high.
It did break the previous candle high, but it
Oh,
closed.
you mean the body?
Yeah, I mean, this candle broke the high of the previous candle and it broke the low of the previous candle.
Oh yeah, okay.
But like still, I mean, if you were still in the trade, I would have closed when that candle closed bullish.
And the
Alright.
bullish one was London Open as well, I think.
Yeah, was it?
I think it was. I can't.
Nah, it was like
Was it
yeah.
not? I think that bullish one was London Open. I think,
Oh,
or something similar.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Hey, Roger, I also sent you a loss I took on GJ in the chat.
yeah. I was just trying to look at it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say this was a forced trade, I would say, because still in the range. If you look on the 30-minute, it's still in the range. Like this is a 16, 15 pip range. It's a very small, very tiny range.
I initially took it off of the first 30-minute candle that closed bullish
This one?
at 5:30. The one before that
This one.
closed slightly back into the range.
Okay.
I actually ended up cutting that short because it got very close to my stop loss. Last few seconds of the 30-minute closed bullish like that. And that also happened to be the hour close. I said, all right, I think it's going to at least touch the top of the resistance or top of the range.
Yeah. The only thing with me, like, it was just small range. Very, very small range. Like, if you look at once it breaks support, this range is much, much cleaner than where you were trying to take a trade.
Yeah. I mean, do you have any thoughts on taking a fake out against the main direction of the trend?
I would say there should be enough range.
All right.
There should be enough range because even on the 4 hour, this candle fell down, and if you were trying to take a buy, then at least you would have had a 4 hour close here to take a buy. But then even looking at the 1 hour here, I mean, this candle here made sense, but once it closed with no wick at the top, then like I don't know, it's just small range. I would never take that trade. It's just a very small range. Like if this range was, let's say, 30 pips, then I would say yeah. Like, you know, it made sense to take the trade. Hey, Tony. Okay, what's this? GP Cat entered on bullish close, broke resistance, formed support.
Yeah, I like GCAT. I'm just waiting for it to break the high.
Yeah, I'd wait for it to break up over here. Up over
Which
here.
actually it's doing it right now.
Let's take a look at GP Cat. Ooh, it's breaking that right now. Oh, I think I missed my entry.
Where would you have entered?
I would have
break of the
entered
last
after
30 minute.
this candle close.
Oh yeah.
Then I would have anticipated this candle to continue moving and continue moving till support, this resistance. But now it's just too risky.
Morning.
Hello, good morning. Ooh, wow. Oh, it looks like a lot of people took this trade in the London session there.
Yeah, it happened for like 5 minutes.
Wait, was it a 5-minute trade?
Yeah. It was a nice one. Gold and GCAT look pretty similar on the 15 minute.
Yeah, some people are in buys on GP CAD. I'd bring my stop down below to the current 30-minute candle. All right, mates. Gold is going to continue up over here to 1573.50. Can you look at this chart? Okay, let's take a look here. Support respected, price made a higher low. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of consolidation here to the left. I don't necessarily like it. It's kind of like GJ here. A lot of consolidation. I don't like it. So when I see a chart, I just don't like it. So I don't know. If you can take this trade and win it, awesome. See, gold is much better. Straight, clean traffic to the left.
Clean traffic, yeah. Why you didn't like the previous chart?
Because there's a lot of consolidation to the left.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, gold is pushing pretty nice.
So Brexit is Friday. What do you guys think will do to GDP? Oh, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Brexit does. I think it's going to get delayed. Yeah, I think it's going to get delayed again.
Yeah, and also, Rakeel, I've been saying since the very beginning that I still don't think Brexit's going to happen. I think the British public have been hoodwinked in a ridiculous way. So the fact that you're saying it's going to get delayed, I still don't think it's going to go through, man. I just don't think it's going to go through. They're going to do everything they can in their power to stay a part of the EU. I think a lot of people behind the scenes, a lot of institutions, a lot of people that are high in society have profited from this kind of pendulum action. We are leaving, we aren't leaving, let's have a vote, the vote doesn't matter, let's have a second vote, we are leaving, we're not. This kind of pendulum back and forth action, I think a lot of people have made a lot of money. And they believe that with this next kind of Brexit's now decided, we're now going through the final process of leaving, I think a lot of people are going to stand to make even more money when the decision is reversed or delayed again.
Yeah.
When do you think that will happen? Because, technically we leave in 2 days' time. And then we've got the 11 months of the transition period.
I can't see it not happening now. Bear in mind the Tories got in on the basis that they were going to get us out. If Brexit didn't go through, the Tories wouldn't get in power again. They'd be fucked. So it'll happen on Friday.
We'll see, man. I just don't think it's going to happen. If it happens, it happens. But I've just remained kind of looked at it from this perspective the whole time it's gone through, that you don't trust these politicians, man. David Cameron got in on the basis of a lot of student votes. And, when he first came in, it was basically like, I'm going to keep EMA, I'm going to keep, there's going to be no tuition fees for students. And then, a few months after, what happened? So you never say never with these government people.
Never say never.
No, I agree, but I'm interested to know, because I'm interested to know how you think it will happen. Like, I'm genuinely interested. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Just how do you think possibly it could manifest itself? Because I don't see a way back after the end of this week. I'd agree if we hadn't voted for in Parliament for it to go through, for the withdrawal agreement.
GJ, man, fucking takes out the highs and lows of this 1 hour. God damn.
No, I didn't think you was disagreeing with me. I just think each person has their own opinion, but I think it's going to be related with this coronavirus stuff. So I think if we don't leave in a couple of days, or if it's delayed in a few days, I think they're going to use this coronavirus as a crutch. Like, we can't go through these times of being standalone. I don't know, but you'll see in the next few days what happens anyway. It's only Friday, right?
Yeah, it's on Friday, so it's not that long away.
Yeah, I think what you're going to see is going to be another delay. Like, it's not going to get finalized. Or they might do another referendum. Who knows?
They won't do another referendum. That's basically what the last election was.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I disagree with that, because, if you look at proportional votes, actually Leave party didn't get the majority of the vote, assuming you're saying Labour was the Remain party.
Yeah, but then it was a choice of between leave the EU or have Jeremy Corbyn as Prime Minister, and most people preferred Brexit. So, in effect, in my opinion anyway, it did become a second referendum, because have you noticed since the election, there's very, very few people talking about a second referendum. It's far fewer than there was before. We'll see though. I can't see them going back on it now. Not 2 days, and they've already agreed on the bills and what that they need to agree for now.
See, gold, for gold to go up, it needs to stay above 1570.50. If it stays above there, then there's a high chance of gold going up. Man, I wish I had some samosas.
Oh man,
Samosas would have been great right now.
the ones with meat. You got potato samosas too.
No, the potato samosas.
You like those ones?
Yeah, the potato ones. Pretty good.
Oh, with chutney.
Yes, with chutney. Raja, I set a buy stop on gold at 1572.74. Do you think it's a good strategy? I think you should first understand where your stop loss is going to be. Man, people take trades without knowing where the stops are going to be. Wow, GJ is such a mess. If GJ comes up above 142, it is a mess. Look at this daily. Can this daily flip bullish? Would that be a good trade? If the daily flips bullish and comes up to 142.400 or 142.500. And it eventually comes up to fill the gap. Could that be a good trade? We shall find out. Yeah, a stop below, 1570.50 would be good on gold if you're trying to look for buys. That's below the 30-minute candle which closed bullish. So then you're anticipating the next 30-minute candle to also go bullish.
I'm going to GBP CAD the way on the close the last candle.
Yeah, that's true. I think GP CAD looked way better for buys than GJ. It's got a bigger range and GJ's got a much smaller range. Pound is strong today though. Pound is strong for New York session.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
It's Noran.
Hey Noran, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. First time on the stream.
Oh, nice. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
How come you didn't take gold buys? Because if you look on the 15-minute, the 15-minute candle broke the low of the previous 15-minute candle too, so I'm not sure whether it's going to continue going or not. So I'm just being safe. Just gotta wait. There's nothing wrong in waiting. This 15 minute didn't break the low of the, it broke the low of the previous 15 minutes, so it increases the chances for the next one to continue down. You know, so that's why I'm waiting. Some people are already in buys, you know, that's up to them. They have their risk. If you have your risk, that's perfect. But if you're not sure, then why be in a trade you're not sure? You know, I looked at it as a buy when this 15-minute candle closed. This is also the start of the 1 hour candle. So then I looked at it in the way that, okay, the 1 hour candle just started. There's no way, well, there's less chance for the 1 hour to just blast off, you know, in the first 2-3 minutes. And there's a higher chance for the 1 hour to maybe make a liquidity wick. So maybe it's making a liquidity wick. And even if it moves down, and when it starts to go bullish by like, you know, 720, 735, then from this point up till here, it's still 20 pips. So I can still catch this chunk right here. You know, so you gotta be well aware of what's happening, what time you're in of the day, and you know where the 1 hour candles are and 15-minute candles are. So you really need to wait for that. All right, what's this? EJ, 30 minutes going up. TP1 over here, and then nice, looks good. I think your stop is too big. I think your stop could be a little smaller by like 119, 930. You know, also it's very, very important to know that if this 30-minute candle closes bearish, there are no buys. If this candle closes bearish, then there's a high chance that gold will come back down to support, and then it can also break below this support too. So you got to be very vigilant of that when taking buys. Because if gold's going to head up, one good thing is it has made a high right over here at 1572.70, you know, and if this candle comes down, creates a support, and then you have a bullish confirmation, that means we're heading back up to retest this high and then eventually going up to 1574. So this retracement is good because it's made a high and it's coming down towards support. And when price comes down to support, two things are going to happen. Either it's going to respect it or it's going to break support to continue moving down. So now we have two biases in our mind. Well, in my mind. Potential sells or potential buys. Right? Because price will only move up or down. Man, imagine price move left and right too.
Man, I don't think I'll trade it then.
Yeah.
Well, actually, GJ did that all day.
yeah. GJ's just printing candles side by side.
There was an early option just before it broke into that range you've got there. That was right early, but I wasn't really awake enough at that point.
Yeah. Take a look at the daily on gold. Previous daily was bearish. 4 hour. Previous was bullish. Current one is forming. 1 hour here. It's making a. Looks like it's making a liquidity wick to continue going bullish. But we need confirmations on the small time frames here. 15 minutes about to close in 3 minutes. I think a buy stop at like 1572.30 would be good. Yeah, that's above the high of the 30-minute candle. Oh, someone sent a chart. Oh, maybe that's just someone's name. I thought it was a chart. Man, name is so hard. It seemed like codes. Come on, man. Why are you yawning? It's only 7 a.m.
Candles on your trading view are moving really weird.
Yeah, it's fucked up today.
I don't know why, but I'm looking at my chart on my MetaTrader and I'm looking at yours. And
Wait, gold?
yeah, it's just
Yeah, I know.
up and down aggressively and nothing's happening on my chart.
Yeah, it's like a seesaw.
I don't know why.
All right, what's this? Someone's got buys on GPCHF based on previous bullish candle close. Stop loss is there, entry is here, take profit is here. I think you could do well with the take TP at 1.27100. That'll be good. Otherwise, looks good. Man, people send me so many setups all day. It's amazing. Gold, 30-minute price broke through, blah blah, strong support. Yeah, looks good, but you know, I don't like these buys based on where the 15-minute candle is right now. So, one trick is if you think you'll have a good entry, just wait 5-10 minutes. Always before taking an entry, just wait 5-10 minutes. You know, trust. Trust.
Yeah, I've gone with buy stops myself.
Sell stop 1570.20. Looks good. What made you pick GJ and gold? Why not multiple GP pairs instead? Because if you focus on one or two pairs, then you're gonna start to, like, you know, get in tune with their movements. You start to understand why they're moving, what they're doing. I think it's a lot easier when you only focus on one or two pairs. Tahir Mahmood sent a chart. Gold. Buy. Yeah, again, I think buy was too high over here. The entry was too early because the entry is at resistance. Whenever you're taking a buy, you should wait for price to retrace a little bit so that you can get a better price. And you know, as price is retracing here, it constantly keeps breaking the lows of the previous candles, so the buys get pretty hard to maintain. So there's no mistake. The only mistake is in waiting. You just need to wait. Whenever price breaks up, always understand that it's making a high. Whenever price is breaking up, it's just creating a high, because if it's truly heading up, it's going to come back down, create a support, and then it's going to retest that high. And that retest is going to be your trade. You know, so whenever price is making a high or a low, it's making it initially, just let it make a high or a low. Yeah, so see right now, if price truly wants to go up, it's going to create support here at 1570.50, and then it's going to continue up to retest this high and break up. So our confirmation is going to be a bullish candle closed at this level. You know, if it's not going to go up, then what it's going to do is it's just going to create a bearish candle breaking this support. and then paving the way for the next candles to continue down. So that's why I have this support formed, because this was also resistance yesterday at the New York afternoon, and then price came back up after London session, broke up. Now it's coming down to do a retest. You see a bullish candle close, that will be a confirmation for the next candle to go up. But if we get a bearish close below the support, then then I guess we're not going up, then we're going down. Raja, seems like you're in a good mood today. Oh, I'm in the same mood every day. Very nice chart. I think you draw these zones just to show off that you can draw zones. Excellent job. I think now what you need to do is, now you need to see that, okay, since you have this zone drawn here, now you need to know, okay, if price breaks this zone, where is it most likely to come down to? This zone right here. If price breaks above here, it's going to go up there, right? And then what about the bottom one? So you need two zones. Raja, do you use the DXY index? No. Why do you guys always use the 30-minute chart? Because I think the 30-minute chart, I started using the 30-minute chart because I looked at it in a way that, okay, like most times people look at the 15-minute chart, the 1-hour chart, and if you're waiting for the 1-hour candle to close sometimes, prices starts to move. So I'm like, well, why aren't people looking at the 30-minute charts? So then I started looking at the 30-minute charts. And I found out was that 30-minute confirmations are much better than 15-minute confirmations. So does anyone in this chat wear a surgeon mask when in public? I think only the Asians wear those surgeon masks. Here,
Yo, I haven't left my house since Friday.
Same.
Oh, where do you live?
I actually live in Arizona right now, and they got one fucking confirmed case. Someone in my city who came back from China, and then my kid got sick, dude. It was weird for a minute.
Oh yeah, I bet. What's this? GPCAD 1 hour. Support right over here and support down over here. Yeah, GPCAD is in a very, very weird state right now. Yeah, GPCAD is now it's starting to range. GPCAD. See this 30-minute rejected this area. Now see the 30-minute candle? 30-minute candle broke the low of the previous 30-minute candle. This increases its chance of going down instead of going up. So for it to go up, you need to see a bullish candles close maybe on the 15-minute, to have this bias turned around. But once candles start breaking the lows, the chances of them going the bearish to become higher. Man, if you just sit for maybe like 2-3 hours and just watch candles form, you will learn so much without taking a trade. You don't have to take a trade. No one's forcing you to take a trade. You just need to watch 2-3 hours and just watch how candles form. Like, some people get anxiety of taking a trade. They get FOMO because their friends are taking a trade and making all this money. Trust me, they're not making all that money. That's all demo fluff money. What you need to do for yourself is to sit and watch and see how candles are forming. Today I want to go long on full margin. Yeah, sure. If you go long on gold now, you have a 50-50 chance of winning. Okay, so someone sent a chart over here. Let's see this. Can you see what went wrong? Yeah, the same thing here. UJ, I mean, you had a sell bias. I would say I think you took a sell after this candle closed bearish, and this was your entry. I think when this candle closed bullish, you should have closed your position. I mean, I would have closed my position. That's all I gotta say to that. Given a pair GBP/JPY B, what does the B stand for? I don't know, man. I have no idea what B stands for. Do you see B here on my chart? Probably not, so how would I know? Maybe B stands for blend in? I don't know. GBP/JPY blend.
Best.
I don't know.
That's fair.
Or Boris. GBP/JPY Britain. Jesus, man. Just when I thought that there's going to be no stupid questions. Bojo. B stands for Bojo. Bojack. Bojack Horseman. Man, Bojack is hilarious. Bojack. Bojack cartoons. Have you ever traded without a stop loss and still profited? Yes. Has it worked all the time? No. Did I have a bad time? Most times, yes. Man, I remember this one time after Asian Open, I think it was 2018, September. I took gold sells, no gold buys at, I took gold buys at resistance. And then I had,
Nice.
yeah, I had a 1 hour drive home. And by the time I got close to the home, I looked at my phone and I was in a, man, I had like 16 lots open, like four lots. And every lot was down like 60 pips.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's a wake up call.
That was a bad day.
That's having balls, man.
No, I cried that day, I remember.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
I cried that day.
Yeah, I cried. I'm like, why?
My God.
Yeah, their balls would have shrunk that day.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, because like the main problem was I wasn't closing, you know? I wasn't closing, I was just looking at it and I was just shocked.
Yeah, and you hoped for it to
Yeah.
continue the other way, so you're
Yeah.
profit.
And it just keeps going
Hey,
down
move.
and down and down.
I guess it moved 2 pips in your way and you were like, hey, it's turning.
Yeah.
That's it.
going.
Oh, just leave it another 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, what ended up happening? You get like margin calls?
No, I lost 21,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
In a day.
Yeah,
I
my
would shit my pants.
yeah, I remember my account was at like 52,000 and ended up closing 22,000.
Was that
God
100%?
damn.
On a
Yeah,
fucking trade, man. Have a
Yeah, on one trade. And then I learned, okay, you just gotta close. Well, after a lot of lessons, I learned, okay, just gotta close.
yeah.
What should have stopped?
We've been there.
Yeah, I've been there too.
Was that high percentage loss at the time, Rakeel?
Well, yeah, 50% is high percent loss, man.
Oh, I didn't know if you said 50. I didn't hear you say 50. Sorry, man. I didn't know.
You almost got roasted.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear you say it, man. I didn't want to try and figure out what the balance was, but yeah, 50 is loads.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Way too much, man.
But you see, now you make it in a week. So.
Oh, I wish.
Progression.
In a month.
Hey guys, watching from Japan. I just got here, my second time here. I love you guys. Oh, I love you too. Dun, dun. See now, GJ is ranging, just ranging.
Yeah, GJ is just it's fucking everybody.
EJ too, man.
I'm liking gold currently on 30 minutes.
Yep. GP Cat is rejecting that area. If people had the stops below the 30-minute candle, you should have been out by now. Have you ever traded news, and how do you feel about news traders? Oh man, don't trade news, man. You should never trade news. If you trade news, coronavirus is gonna come get you. So you need to be careful.
They're gonna cough in your face.
Yeah, someone's gonna cough in your face.
You go down.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think a buy stop at 1572.50.
Yeah, I'm at there, man.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh.
What's going on?
What's going on here, Gold? God damn.
Were there in the news or something?
I don't know, boys, but this is it.
Did you buy?
No, I didn't buy. I have a buy stop at 1572.50. All right. Oh, someone sent the wrong chart. Man. On my MetaTrader it says spread is 7. Really? Spread is not 7, man. Spread is like, yeah, 9. 9, 1 pip. Like 1 to 1.4 pip spread. Oh yeah, spreads are nice and tight. Even traders domain spread is like 1.4, 1.5.
It's fluctuating on Vantage.
Excuse me?
The spread is going from 7.8 to 12.13, so 0.7 pip to 1 pip.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's not that high. How do you figure out a stop loss when you take a buy? That's a very, very good question. I think my stop, if my buy stop does get hit, I'm expecting price to continue bullish. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm expecting price to continue bullish. because I know with gold and GJ are very, very high volatile pairs. They sometimes have they most times have a lot of volume. So if it does happen, if it spikes up, I think it's going to continue moving towards 1573.50 and 1574. So stop loss is just going to be, I think, like 10 to 15 pips. But I'm expecting it to just continue like.
Yeah. Oh. Looking for the same.
What's a good spread for GJ? A good spread for GJ is something that you get used to and something you're comfortable with. Man, I don't even know why people ask these questions. What's a good spread for GJ? I mean, if you're with a broker and I'm with another broker, I mean, would you change? I mean, no, man. Doesn't make any sense. What's the reason you want to wait? The reason I'm waiting is because I don't trust it. The previous 30-minute candle closed bearish, so I don't trust it. I have a buy stop at right here. You've made silly mistakes, that's why you're very cautious. Yes. Because now I don't want to lose.
I think that's what experience does for sure.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, now if someone asks me, like, if you like the charts, I like the charts, but like I enjoy it, but for a certain time.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a lot more patient nowadays. I used to be. If I don't
It's
see
like
something, that's it.
it's like yesterday. You said that you wouldn't take any trade, but when you saw a GCAT that you really, really like it, you enter and it was a winner.
Yes. MT4, MT5. I think MT5 is much robust and better than MT4.
Yeah, I like using MT5.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're using for execution, I don't see any difference, in my opinion.
Have you used MT5?
Yeah, I've got both.
Oh. Oh man, yesterday I was in Walmart and this guy, he was with his wife, this older guy, he was with his wife and their guide dog, and they were blocking the entire aisle. And so I squeezed behind him, and I guess his dog sensed that I was there, so the dog moved a little bit, it's an animal, it moves a little bit. It moved to the side, and then I'm walking ahead, I'm with my son, and I heard the guy say, "Don't bump in my dog." And I'm like, what?
Really? He
Yeah.
knew?
I'm like, excuse me? And then he's like, yeah, don't bump in my dog, asshole. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what? I'm like, are you having a bad day, man? I never bumped into your dog. I think you're having a bad day. Then he got really angry and I started walking away because then we had to go. And then he started following me, man, with his dog. And he's like, what if I bump in your kid? I'm like, man, there's a difference between a kid and a dog,
Oh my.
Oh man, he got so pissed off. And then he said, and then I said, okay, listen, sir, I don't want any altercation, you know. I'm gonna go outside Walmart and I'm gonna go home. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call the cops. And then I started laughing. I started laughing even more, and then he got even more pissed off. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Yeah, when you laugh at people when they're angry, it's okay.
Yeah, they get heated hard.
I don't always when I'm in traffic and I do something wrong and they just get angry and I just laugh at them. Look at them and smile.
Yeah, blow them a kiss sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just a little wave.
Yeah.
Man, I just started laughing and he got so mad. I'm like, okay, man, I'll see you later. Was he white? No, he was Indian. He was an Indian guy.
He was Indian.
Yeah, it's even worse. He was Indian. He called me an asshole 2-3 times, and I was like, whoa.
So rude, man.
Like, I was like, sir, you are so rude.
Yeah, Indians are not so violent, so
I was surprised.
yeah.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive. Yeah, that's the word.
Oh, this was in Walmart.
Oh, of course it was in Walmart. It's crazy.
It was in Walmart. I told him, like, I don't care about your useless dog, man. Like, but I didn't bump into it.
Chris.
I'm just picturing it.
Oh yeah.
Argument in the aisle, man.
Arguing in the aisle, and he wasn't a big, like, I'm pretty tall, you know, and he was I don't even know, man. It's just pretty weird.
It was a midget, though.
No, yeah. Why don't you trade indices? Because I've never traded indices. What do you do with the open trades at the news? Yep. Go ahead.
No, I just said hey, sorry.
Oh, hey man, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Man, your mic is so nice today. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because it's my Apple headphones. The last time I used like really trashy ones.
Yeah, last one it was terrible.
No, but the thing you heard in the background was my fish tank going as well. So.
Oh.
Which sounded like the hamster wheel.
Man.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I think you were in the fish tank. It wasn't next to it. But now it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot clearer.
Thanks.
Man, everything's so slow. Nothing is moving.
Oh, whoa. How much do you weigh? I don't know. I think I weigh like 225, 230. Alright, someone sent a chart. Oh, close under this candle sells your JPY. I think closing below, right over here, below the support would be better sells because you have a better, you know, when you send me this chart here, when you send me this chart and you say close below this level, that tells me you are a very impatient trader. You know, because you would want to close below this level to have a cleaner move down to this support. But if you're looking for sells below that level, it tells me you are a very impatient trader and you don't want to wait. Waiting is not in your in your strengths. If waiting is not in your strength, you're gonna have a very bad time. See, I'm waiting. It's been what, an hour? And I've just been talking here and there. I told my story about Walmart and looking at charts, and I'm just waiting. I have a buy stop over here and just wait. Cause I know I'll get paid to wait. I know that. And if you don't wait, you're not getting paid. I'm getting paid to wait and you're paying to wait. Oh, what a new line.
Yeah, that was a good one. You can remember it.
Either you can get paid to wait or you can pay and not wait.
You want to
Yeah,
write that
dropping
down.
bars.
Yeah.
That's a good motto. You should rename your Wix don't lie there. Paid to wait.
Yeah. Paid to wait.
Definitely write that down.
Got paid to wait today, and you paid to wait. Because you know
Man,
you got.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
No, you please.
No, I was just going to say you and Javon's got some pretty good beef, man. I don't know what's going on with you guys.
No, you know what? Me and Jivan, we are.
It's all love.
No.
Yeah.
I canceled my buy stop.
He said, "Me and Jim, it's all love." No, and he said, yeah.
You're all homies.
I don't know. Me and Jivan, we don't take things personally. Like if the same things we said to someone else, they just get mad. Oh, guys, so rude. Man, we're online.
Yeah, you guys got pretty full out.
Yeah. What's this? CAD JPY. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, if you get this 1 hour candle closing bullish, then there's a higher chance for the next candle to go up. Like, I mean, if you're thinking CAD JPY is going to go up, then it makes sense for GP CAD to go down because, you know, that means CAD is getting stronger in the meantime. I'm in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Oh man, so boring.
Yeah. How do you trade breakouts from zone to zone without getting stopped out by fake outs? Well, David Lean, if we knew the answer to that question, everyone would be a millionaire. How do you trade without getting stopped out? Excellent question. How do you trade without getting stopped out? I think the better question would be, how do you trade a breakout having a stop loss, or how do you put a stop loss? Where would you put
the best place?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the best place to position a stop loss?
Yeah, that'd be a better question.
Yeah, man. Well, if you don't want to get stopped out, don't use one, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
Ooh,
That's a good solution, Chris.
It's a good solution, but yeah, I wouldn't suggest it.
I mean, I'll let people try it. Let them try it.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out very quickly.
Yeah, I think they'll do it one time.
I don't know about that. I will beg to differ.
Yeah, we got analyst Phil here, Mr. Analyst Phil from Black Bull Markets. All the way from New Zealand. Wow. Okay, what's this?
That's it.
That's it.
1:40 a.m.
Yeah, on the night shift.
1-4 man, I thought you guys were awake all the time. Whenever I'm awake, you guys are sending messages, sending stories. I'm like, God damn, these guys are awake all the time.
No, but Canada's very similar. We have a good crossover time, especially in our mornings. It's like evening-ish for you. So, like Asian station for us is roughly like 12-ish midday.
Mm-hmm. Yes, beta. Okay, vegan hot dog. Now I'm confused with this big stop loss profit thing you have over here. Daily showing rejection of the weekly zone. Entry was made at the break of the floor of the base. What entry was made at the break of the floor of the base on the lower time frame? Entry was made at the break of the floor of the base of the. Sounds like a rap.
I was going to ask. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, send another chart with your lower time frame analysis.
Yeah, that'll be a much better thing. Yeah. So for sells, just looking at the 4 hour, I think better sells are going to be below this support, I'd say. Like, I know what you're trying to say. Like on the daily, it looks like it needs to come down to fill this wick overall. But then again, I'd want to see a break of this support, because you see this support. This support was held in London session, you know, and London is a pretty high volume session. And if price can hold the support at London session, that's...
Yeah, you got to get out of that range first.
Yeah. Entry was made at the break of the floor of the base on the LTF. I've been trying to send you to look at this.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, what? What? What's going on?
Gold moved a bit quick.
Oh,
God.
man.
About half a pip. It's alright.
Oh,
shit.
Oh.
It did move. Knew something was coming.
God is just fucking around. Man.
Yeah, it's gonna drop. That thing was just a fugazi, and this is just gonna drop. It broke
Imagine
that.
it. That's why I go.
Yeah. Like, look, man.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Raja.
hey.
For gold, do you kind of see a daily fake out? I don't know if interest rates would kind of support this, but it didn't.
Oh,
to go down?
Yeah, to go down.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on interest rates, right? It's pretty hard to say. Because interest rates can make gold whipsaw 40, 50 pips easy.
Yeah, if it did that right now, that would be pretty handy.
Yeah.
Just fly out the ceiling.
Wow, look at this thing, man.
gold
Just
is moving hard.
up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
If that closes bullish, that'd be very nice, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What does the hour look like?
You know, any higher time frame analysis can be thrown out the window because FOMC is later on, and that can really mess up with your analysis. Oh, someone sent a chart.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Someone's in looking for sells later on at 1576. Very nice.
Gold's gonna push.
Well, I got a buy stop. To be fair, might want to see a sell stop too then, if I have a buy stop. Oh, what's this chart about? A break above the zone will give a 16 pip push. Yep, makes sense. Break below will give a... Yep, this also makes sense. Perfect. You have your most recent support resistance, and then you have the next targets if either one breaks. It's perfect. That's perfect. That's the first step. Second step is always to see how you can take an entry. Alright, two things I'm looking at. I'm looking at my buy stop getting activated here pretty soon with gold, 1572.50. And then I'm looking at a potential sell on GJ as it breaks below 141.850. These are only two things I'm looking at today. And I'm waiting very, very patiently. I feel like a Black Panther here waiting.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like a snail. I feel like a snail right now. Just chilling.
I'm like a snail waiting to jump on somebody.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Come on. You know, last night I took 2 trades and both were losses.
Was this Asian?
Yeah, I took a buy on GJ. I lost 8 pips over there.
GJ.
And then I took a AUD JPY sell for some fucking reason. AUD JPY.
AUD JPY.
Bro.
AUD JPY.
Come
You need to
on, man.
slap yourself, man. Slap yourself.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I opened it and then I looked at it and then I closed it.
Yeah, that's not part
You
of
were
the
like,
game.
what the fuck am I doing?
I lost $3 over there on a 4 lot, so it's pretty good. I was like,
But that's alright, man.
yeah.
You deserve it.
I honestly, I opened it and then I closed it.
Shit. What made you look at that chart?
I don't know.
Was there news or something?
Yeah, it was like those guys were talking about it.
Yeah, see, I've got
You get carried, right?
Yeah, I've got to stop myself doing that sometimes.
Cheaper to watch porn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Rally base drop. That chart was a rally base drop. Yeah, it looks good for sells. I mean, if it comes down here, if it breaks this support, I'd like the sells better. Because if price on GPCAD breaks this support, then it's going to come down to this support here, and this is the daily wick fill that you'd be looking for. This is a daily wick fill here. Can you look at my chart, please? Yes. Yes, sir. Let's take a look here. Clean traffic. Entry after break of the low. What pairs this? AD USD. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. TP target here. Clean traffic. Looks, yeah. I like this. I like this analysis. Clean, simple analysis. You got your zone drawn. And if zone breaks, you got your target zone drawn. I mean, that's awesome. You know, I think if more people start to do things this way, and if they just anticipate, don't trade. If they just anticipate, and if price goes to where they thought it would go, and then they look at the chart again to see that, okay, how could they have taken the trade? I think they'll get much better. I think that will make people much better.
I listened every time you would, confirm that it was a good chart markup, and I would screenshot it just to kind of see the consistencies as to what's the best way to mark it up.
Yeah. So what'd you find in your analysis? Wow, man. We've been here for an hour and a half and nothing.
Yeah. Nothing's really moving.
Absolutely dog shit today.
It's a slow day.
It's due to FOMC, man.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get some coffee here. Still got 5 minutes here. Are you planning stream for the rates? No. No. I'm gonna be busy. Man, you know when people post their pictures on Instagram, I always think, who's taking their pictures? And then they post like a nice caption on it.
Have you not seen that that page, Influencers in the Wild?
Influencers in the Wild.
I'll send you the page now. So basically, it's like people who are out in public and they do all these pictures, and there's other people that record them that send their posts into this page.
Oh, I just Googled it. I found it.
Yeah.
Tanks and Alpha.
I tagged you in it, Rakeel.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Dude, these people have their kids taking the picture on the beach.
Yeah, I'm looking at
that's like a form of. I'd say that's borderline child abuse, because you're introducing your child to like narcissism.
You're introducing your child to some
He's grabbing your ass. Dude, get real.
Yeah.
What page is that?
Influencers. Wild.
I'm willing to bet that picture where the man is holding the mum's ass is not the real father, because I don't know any real father that would do that in front of his kids. I think that might be a step like a mum and her new boyfriend type scenario.
That's even worse. That's horrible. No respect for these kids.
That's a fun page.
Man, I don't know. I would feel just retarded someone taking my pictures all day for me to post on Instagram.
Yeah.
That second video is so funny. About the pink wall.
Dude, the girl on the beach, like upside down.
Oh. What are you fucking doing? What are you doing? It's a fucking pink wall.
Oh, it's Chris D'Elia. He's hilarious.
You know, they have a saying that like you should never, ever, if you're like within 10 feet of water, you should never have your back to water. And the ones that are really funny is like when people are on the rocks and these waves are just clearing them out, man.
Yeah, because then the water can take you away.
Yeah, there's some in some parts of the world there's these things called sleeper waves.
Sleeper waves.
Yeah, and they're like some of the most destructive types of waves ever, because they come in really slowly, but they come in with 1 feet of water, maybe even less, but it has that much gravitational pull that you literally cannot stop this water from taking you out. I'll find it and I'll put it in the group.
Interesting. All right, we got NY Open coming up here.
I hope something moves, so it's a bit more interesting.
Yeah, at least just
make it fun.
Yeah, man. Look at that one article. Stupid.
Yeah, it's
Someone is probably paying to wait right now. Paying and not waiting.
Yeah, if you're in gold, damn, that's stressful.
You might have to hold for a while.
Imagine holding gold throughout those weeks.
And I can't believe the other day someone asked me when is the 30-minute candle closing.
What?
Yeah, I was like, what? Oh man, I think it was like last week or something. Why do you have a gold buy limit if you think it's looking bad? Well, it's a buy stop based on if we break above 1572.50, it should continue going up.
That's what's called having a plan.
Yeah, and then I also have a sell stop at 1570.
Plan for outcomes and you're ready for when it happens.
Yeah.
And then just talk about blind people and stuff in between.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
Alright.
Get some coffee and volatility.
Yeah, I did mine. Didn't work.
Yeah, Chris, I closed my buys from London.
Where did you get out? Did you?
Basically, when the 30-minute. Wait, I'll show you on the stream. When this candle started going down like that, I closed because I didn't like this candle, how it's forming.
Oh, my self-stop got activated.
Oh.
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah. Self-stop got activated.
Raja said he was getting coffee and he's like,
he's like, maybe not right now at the start.
I was like, oh, it like started to come down and it got activated. I'm like, oh man. All right, come on. Well, now we're in it. Anyone on comment section? We have 1K views. Know how to send chart from MT5. I think you can go to Google and you can say, I mean, there are a number of ways you can do that. One way is to do a print screen. Yeah, there are a number of ways to do that. Stop is at 1571.50. 1571.50. All right, I'll be right back. Do your pending order breakouts have a high success rate as a regular win? I would say that they have been working for the most part. So even though, okay, so normally I would use normally I'd use a 7 lot, but for this trade I have a 2 lot open. Lowered my risk. I have 2 lots open because it was a buy stop, sell stop. So if it starts to go in profits, then I'm going to add more risk to it. But so far, I'm not interested in adding more risk to it. Because potentially, sell stops and buy stops are trades just as soon as a support or resistance breaks. So you're anticipating that quick push. But sometimes what can happen is instead of pushing beyond, it starts to, it activates your order and then it starts to retrace. How do you trade without confirmation? Well, buy stops and sell stops are just momentum trades. But the fact of the matter is, I know exactly how much I'm going to lose in this trade. Plus, you should also know how much you're going to win.
Hey, Rakeel, sorry, just curious. I missed that. What was the reason you entered that sell on gold?
I had a sell stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a sell stop at like 15, 70, 20. It was below support, below the wicks, and it got activated. And then I placed my stop loss. My stop loss is here. And yeah, so I'm in this trade. Either it's going to go up or it's going to go down, But if it broke below, the 30-minute broke below, the 1 hour also broke below, and I think if we're getting rejected from here and we're breaking below these candles to the left, I think and I believe that this move up was a fake out. And we should continue down in this range.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the daily looks like it could possibly be pushing down.
Yeah. I mean, so right now I got a 15-minute bearish close, which increases the chances of it heading down. So now what I gotta wait for is the 30-minute close. So if the 30-minute also closes bearish, then that gives it a higher chance of continuing down.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. Roger, are you in that short or is it a sell stop? No, I'm in that short. I'm in gold sells. I have a 20 pip TP, like around 1568, and have a like almost 13-14 pip stop loss around like 1571.50. How much you care about the hourly candle not having a top wick, making it possible this to be liquidity grab? Yeah, I mean, if you look on the hourly candle and if you think that it doesn't really move up, it did only move down, you got to look at it in a way that, okay, if it moved down, it broke the low of the previous hourly candle. If it broke the low of the previous hourly candle and it wants to go down, then there should be then it shouldn't go up to break the high of the hourly candle. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But it makes sense in my mind, boys.
That's all that.
Your students should watch the stream. Yeah, I think the streams are pretty educational in a way because you go through all the hoops and bounds of like waiting and being in drawdown and being in profits, and then so here you get the chance of experience it live. Like the maximum drawdown this position went into was like 5 pips. Okay, what's this? GPUSD waiting for 30-minute candle to close below support. Yeah, TP should be here. That's good. Looks good. GJ needs to break this support over here to go down. That's what GJ needs to do. I am Eastern time zone. Alright, so I'm securing 10 pips over here, and I'm bringing my stops at break even.
Nice work, man.
Well done, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Very well done.
Child's play, mate.
I just can't believe how you get it right all the time.
Oh, wow! Oh! Oh,
that's good timing.
God,
I just closed it.
Damn.
Shut up. God.
Dude, that was perfect.
That's Ted. He literally comes on.
God damn.
Well,
Wow.
Well, that Rakeel has some secret shit going on.
That's it.
That was
sorcery.
That's it.
God.
Oh my goodness.
That was fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we bounced right off the 200 EMA, which was pretty interesting. On
Bounced. That was a fucking rocket.
Yeah,
That's a
it literally
trampoline.
did because I was watching it as you were trading it, and it's like it really bounced.
No, actually, you know what? The market maker called me and they said, "Hey,
Yeah.
bro, you better exit the position right now."
Well, I think there's something suspicious going on because Ted comes on and says, "Oh, well done for getting it right," and bang. That's it. Just get out the trade now. I'm just about to make a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, jump real quick.
Yeah, the algorithms were working fun today.
Mm.
Mind you, that wouldn't have hit your stop loss, wouldn't it? Would it?
I just moved
yeah,
to break it.
yeah, it would have. That's like.
Oh, would have. Okay.
Yeah, the spread would have taken me out. Yeah.
Okay, because I was watching that. It looked like it was just a quick pull up and back down again.
Yeah, look on the 1 minute. Jeez, it's excessive.
Yeah. No, I haven't taken any positions today until FOMC. FOMC, I believe they'll hold the rates. I think that's the general consensus. And with holding the rates, that'll probably push us back up to 1584. FOMC is going to be very interesting. Ted, I want to buy around 1563. Yeah, I think if that's what you're looking to do, it does make sense. I would rather be looking to take a buy around 15, maybe 1572, 1575. Probably most likely 1575 if we do believe gold is going to push with the FOMC statement this afternoon. I think 1575 is a very nice place to take a buy stop up to 1584. I think that's achievable. Like at this point, it's very hard to trade GJ and it's very hard to trade gold because both have high impact news coming up. Mm-hmm. So I mean, today is a write-off day. It's like, because GJ is not going to do anything until I guess tomorrow morning. Is it? Would they have? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow they have.
Oh yeah, there is some stuff tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow is all the interest rates. Yeah.
So it's our lunchtime. So yeah, kind of about.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow in the UK is lunchtime, and then obviously the 31st is when they officially leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be a busy day tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. So I think once again, if you're new to this stream, and you are trying to absorb information and you're trying to absorb how the market moves, the reason why you will get very, I would say, erratic movement right now with gold is everybody's sort of waiting for the news release this afternoon. So you're not going to get clean moves. If you can scalp them and you can find a spot, that's great. But if you can't, I wouldn't worry too much. I wouldn't be upset that I can't find a trade. To be honest, what Raja was doing, I think, is more of an advanced move than anything else, because of the fact that you just saw what happened. Like in 1 minute, the gold just pulls up for no reason because players are entering the market in anticipation of the information tomorrow. So look at it this way. If if an institution knows that there's high impact news on the way, and I would say it's changing sort of the dynamic of the pair. And what I mean by that is any sort of rate discussion, any sort of idea where we're moving monetary policy. And monetary policy, what that means is how money is affected in a particular country via interest rates, things of that nature. Any sort of fiscal policy, that is going to have an impact on the currency pair. But institutions will not make a move until they've heard the information related to that fiscal policy or that monetary policy. So when you look at it like FOMC, it's coming this afternoon with gold, and the interest rate is coming tomorrow with GJ. So like tomorrow afternoon in London, tomorrow morning in the Eastern time zone. So you're going to find that the markets will set up before those high impact moves. So if you want to play smart, think about it this way. This is like one of those Black Friday or Boxing Day sales, or one of those heavy day like sales. Everybody's lining up at the door, and as soon as that news release happens, the door opens, and that's when all the orders flood the market. and that's where you get that impulse move, where you get like the actual direction that we're going to. So if you can sit and wait, what you can tend to do is pick off, you know, a good chunk of that FOMC move, you know, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes after the discussion has taken place through the news event. Same thing tomorrow with GJ. You'll be able to get that as well, and you'll have the opportunity then to have a decent trade. Maybe you'll get, you know, 20, 30, 40 pips or whatever you think you're going to get. But the idea right now is to sit back and sort of observe at that point. And that will help you, you know, understand why the market is acting erratic right now, because of that fact that there's news coming in. So anytime that you see the market, I would say, moving sideways, always check major news releases and when they're appearing, because essentially the market is setting up for those major news releases, and that's why you may not be seeing the moves that you normally expect to see at a certain time.
Rakeel, are you watching GJ?
Yeah. Yeah. 4 hours closing in 30 minutes. Ooh. Where do you find this news? Forexfactory.com. That shouldn't be even a question. You know, because I believe when people come on the stream, they have some basic knowledge of, like, you know, basic price action and where to find news and stuff like that. Because, man, then people say we're mean, and I don't want to be labeled a mean person.
I do send a lot of new people your way.
Yeah, and to your point, Raj, the only reason why we're mean about things like that is because you slow down the progress of everybody else that knows that information. So if we have 1,000 people on this stream and there's one person asking very basic or general questions, it now takes away from more advanced learning. So that's why there's about 80 or 90 videos on this channel that you can go review, that gives you an overview of Forex, gives you simulation ideas, tells you how Raja trades, tells you how other people trade, what pairs we trade, all that stuff is there. So you should really take advantage of that before you come here. It's like going to watch Star Wars and watching the last Star Wars that just showed up. Like, if you haven't seen the last 5 Star Wars, what are you doing in the theater? Like, you're not going to understand anything. You're just watching and going, wow, these guys are like chopping each other up with a lightsaber. Like, you don't know the background story, so it's not as enjoyable as if you watched like all the other previous Star Wars, right? So think about it that way. This is the final movie that you should be watching in terms of trading. If this is your first time to the stream, this is not the movie you want to watch, because you're just going to sit here and be confused, and the movie is really bad. But that's where you go and you watch all the other videos in the channel, and you get like a preview, you get the prequel, you get how, you know, the movie was generated, who are the main characters, how the character development took place, all that stuff. And then when you come to the live stream, you're in the movie and you understand what's going on.
Yeah, it's actually like you're taking part in the movie here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea about Star Wars.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. I didn't watch Star Wars either. Like, I've never watched any of them really, or Star Trek or any of those. Right? People do that. They love that stuff. But you come talk to me, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
So that's why, like, when you come over here, you turn around and people say, well, you guys are mean and everything like that. It's just, well, you're basically in the movie and you're talking through it while everyone else already understands what's going on in the movie. So we're just trying to tell you to, like, stay quiet for a bit. And then all you have to do, that's not good, something just fell. You'll have a better enjoyable movie experience if you know the prequel and you know all the other events.
Yeah, I think you're right, because it derails the conversation. Like, completely derails the conversation from something presently to something after, which was like 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, it's like someone eating popcorn too loud in the theatre, man.
Yeah.
I annoy you.
you trade news FMC, put buy stop and sell stop, or trade news after release. Yeah, I don't think you should trade news at all. You know, trading news is a very bad idea.
Yeah, if you're asking that question, that's not a good time to start trading the news. You can create a system too to answer the new questions without anger. Yeah, we did. That's why we do all those extra videos. That's our response to all the noob questions. I think that is the bigger thing. Really, the questions that should be asked here should be based on analysis, based on previous trades that you've taken, and how can I improve those trades? Not how much do you risk, what's your favorite pair, what pair are we looking at right now? Those aren't questions that should be asked right now. Like, this stream should be more for the viewer benefit in terms of doing live analysis. Like, hey, my trading plan includes the pound US dollar. Here's an example of a trade that I'm looking to take. Here's where I have multiple time frame analysis. Here's where I'm looking to enter. Here's where I'm looking to exit, and here's the reason why. Please take a look at this chart and show the rest of the group, and I want some feedback on this. That's what this stream should be used for. This stream shouldn't be used for, so Raja, what lot size are you using? That's an irrelevant question. Or, well, so what are your favorite pairs? When do you guys go live? When will the stream end? Like, those are questions that shouldn't be asked. They just clog a chat room, and they're not conducive to learning. If you have 1,000 people in here, what you should be doing is essentially everyone should just be posting charts, and we should be having constructive conversations about each analysis and dissecting analysis, either upcoming analysis or analysis that's been taken and the results of those trades. That's what this chat is for. Because right now, if I'm trading, I don't want to answer, so did you win or lose that trade? That's irrelevant to anybody's trading plan other than mine. And it's for your benefit, because if we're live every day for 2 or 3 hours, this is your chance to come to the store and do a return or a refund. When the store is closed, you can't do a refund or a return, right? Because like Raja said yesterday in one of his stories, he's not looking at charts at 11 o'clock in the morning. The day is done for him. So why is he looking at analysis? This is your chance to post analysis and actually put the information out there so that we can review it and give you constructive feedback so that you can go on with your day. It's like, you know, the old doctor is in sort of notion. You know, the sign flips open to like, we're open, ready for business. You come in, do your thing, and then you leave for the day.
Yeah, class is open.
Yeah. And it's just going to be to your benefit. And like I've said this time and time again, I've said this for the last year, use this live stream and be selfish with it. Like, if I was a brand new trader, this would be the first thing I'd be doing, is I'd go through all the videos on this channel. I wouldn't watch them 100%. Like, I wouldn't watch 3 hours of every video. I wouldn't go through that. But what I try and do is I try and skim through them and see if there's like major points or something that I could look at. And then as I started to do my analysis, I would bring information forward. So the night before a live stream, I would already have my questions and my analysis ready. So I'd be the first one out of the gate being like, hey, Raja, 6:30 a.m., can you take a look at my chart, please? That's how I'd be approaching this. So that by 7:30 or 8 o'clock a.m., like 1 hour into the stream, I have all my information that I need and I can go about my day. That's how I'd be using this stream effectively. I wouldn't be sitting here just bantering, wasting my time, because really your time is precious. And if you want to learn the most you can learn, sitting here talking about the weather or the news or something else other than trading is wasting your time. Talk about other things once trading's done. Like, use this as a tool to be effective in your time management, but also getting every question you want answered related to your analysis and your trading.
Update from Black Bull Markets. I just called to tell you that you kicked my dog, you asshole.
I should have kicked this fucking dog. Imagine calling the police. This guy kicked my dog. The cops would laugh. Oh man. Either you can get paid to wait or pay to wait. Yeah. Some people are paying and not waiting.
Yeah, do you realize that your candles are like odd? He should have. What? I've never seen that before.
Man, this sounds like a troll. This guy sounds like he could turn into a troll. He's from the UK and he's commenting on my candles.
Oh, that says it all.
That's how it starts.
Dangerous. People from the UK, man.
Yeah, I've seen this pattern.
Don't trust them.
Yeah, you don't want to screw with anyone from the UK.
Yeah, man.
Serious.
I'm going there in April and I got enough enemies now.
Lining up for you.
This guy, this Wicks don't lie person.
Mate.
Oi, listen, mate.
You're going to get stopped at the border.
Yeah.
They're not going to let you through. You get off the plane, they'll be like, yeah, we heard you're on this plane. Get back on and go back to Canada.
Go home.
You can get like a travel advisory from the Canadian government.
Yeah.
Anyone named Raja and Ted should stay out of the UK for the next 5 years.
What's this?
Stefan Market, we need a chart. See, this is a perfect example of prepping a chart and showing that on the chart. And showing your overall idea with your full analysis and your plan.
Nice. Someone's looking for buys and they're looking for a price to hold this minor level of support. So what do? Before you take a position, you wait for the candles to flip and close in your direction. Man, you know, that's like one of the most important things I learned from Ted. Was that the candle hasn't flipped in your direction. Why the fuck are you taking the trade? Yeah, makes sense.
Good learning curve.
Yeah, so some people say makes sense because it generally makes sense. Some people say makes sense just to acknowledge it, and it really doesn't make sense for them. Oh, someone sent a example of a low probability trade asking me entry candle, break in market structure, divergence hitting sell zone. Well, first of all, what you need to do is you need to identify what time of the market is this, right? Once you identify that time in the market, now I'm not going to give you the complete answer. Once you identify the time in the market, then you say, oh, okay, why is this ranging happening then? Right? So once you identify the time, and then you identify, okay, maybe that's why price is ranging, and then you start to look for, okay, what time there will be volume in the market, and then you start to get this move, and then you say, okay, this is a higher probability trade. And then you realize you never looked at divergence. That's my analysis. How do we know the move breakout, not pullback, or breakout with pullback, retest, and candle confirmation? I don't know.
Damn. Shit.
How do we know the move breakout, not pullback, or breakout with pullback, retest, and wait candle confirmation?
Fuck.
God damn, I don't know how to answer that, man.
I heard you reading it. I was like, I want to hear this shit.
I gotta read this again and again. Entry on the breakup closer support, TP1, TP2. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. So as the 15-minute candle starts to come to a close, you can basically, like, you know, start to bring your stop down. Wow, look, this gold just reversed. If you're holding a drawdown on gold, based on where you're, I mean, if you copied my sell stop and you're holding a drawdown on gold, man, That's like, when you try to copy someone's MCQs in a test and later on realize that both of you had different questions. That's what's happening.
Got that World Health Organization press conference as well coming up in 20 minutes.
Oh.
Yep. You should see how empty it is in Toronto right now.
Is it really that bad? Everyone's just hid away.
It's ridiculous.
Was there actually? Did you say there was confirmed cases there now?
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn.
Did you guys go out and buy masks?
No.
You didn't leave the house, man.
Yeah, I didn't leave the house yet. I mean, I was out last night, but I'm in controlled areas where I know there's nothing.
Inside your car.
My buddy went to Bath and Body Works, and all of their hand sanitizers were sold out.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, and they're always stocked like crazy. I was so surprised. He showed me a video like every bin is empty in this store with all their hand sanitizers and stuff. I was like, holy crap! Everyone's taking this too seriously.
By looking at price, do you know how to spot fake outs? Yes, this move down was a fake out.
Yeah, man.
Now it's going up.
Look at how that looks in the 1 hour.
Yeah, I've been watching that on 5 minute. I actually took a buy at 68, 69 ish. Indeed. Oh. This hour looks good now.
Man, this new torch contestant is crazy. It's crazy, crazy guy.
Where are we at today? Does it come down?
On 1 hour time frame, gold is grabbing liquidity. To do what? I don't think it's grabbing liquidity to come down. Like right now, it's back in the range, and it looks like it's gonna break up. But it's gold, so I mean, gold can do whatever it wants. Why y'all hating on Q? Daniel Wallace, I think you are trying to spread a rumor here, and I would say stop being an idiot. I'm talking about the person who has the torch, not Q. Man, me and Q are on good terms.
That's
See,
the bullshit starts.
people like this, they start shit. You know, these people are which start these conspiracies and rumors. Daniel Wallace. Hold on. Let me hide Daniel Wallace here on this channel. Man, wow. What a girl, Daniel Wallace. Oh, there goes GJ.
Finally, man.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It was taking ages.
Yeah, I got this grab too.
Good boy.
Yeah, it's absolute waste of time up until then.
Man, honestly, these moves, this is just very, very difficult price action. I mean, look how much we waited, man. Waited 2 hours for this GJ break. Did gold stop you, Raja? No, I secured 10 pips on gold.
In the nick of time.
Yeah, and it's also recorded. I said I'm securing 10 pips, my stops are in profits, take profits, and then gold just went boom. Are you in GJ sells or waiting for the 30 minute to close? No, I was in GJ sells. I sold at like 141, 860-ish. I closed at like 8-9 pips.
Raja,
Hey.
I'm assuming you see fake out on gold and an uptrend, so hopefully this 30-minute doesn't break up.
Does it?
Get a little bit of a retracement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that hour looks really, really bullish.
I'd like to get a retracement to 1570, 1571.
Yeah, and where would you have your stop loss?
Below the 30.
Yeah, even a stop around 1570, 20 would be okay.
Yeah, but I would hate myself if it licked me out and went up.
Yeah, that's true too.
That happened to me yesterday.
Wake you out and then.
Alright, I'm off. Trade safe.
Yeah,
man. Alright, Kevo, take care, mate.
Take care.
Take care.
Mate.
See you later.
See you, dude.
Have a good one.
Why don't you use gold on FXCM? It looks a lot cleaner. Oh, I don't know. I just use whatever pops up. I don't discriminate. Because price all moves the same way everywhere, basically. I mean, the price you see here, you'll see everywhere. So, I don't think it makes a difference if someone's 4R looks different than mine or mine looks different from them. Because at the end of the day, it's all prices. I mean, if we see over here, there's a level at 1572. And if this price 1572 breaks, we're going to hit to 1574, 1573.50. You know what I'm saying, mate? Yeah, see? Right there. I'm expecting a gold highlight on late. Yeah, that was pretty good. Wow. GJ retraced as well. Are you holding your buy stop on gold? No, I removed it. I removed it because I already took sells on gold and had sells on GJ, so now I'm good. Had a little bit of a messy morning with that gold stopping my thing out of it. Oh, it slipped.
Yep.
One of my positions slipped on gold.
Move quick though, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. I tried claiming my losses in taxes.
Good try.
Yeah. Didn't happen.
I'm gonna take that on board.
My accountant looks at me. She's like, I don't know if I can do the whole thing.
You gotta ask, man.
Yeah, because like sometimes like if you slide it through, they let it slide, but like then sometimes there are chances where they'll send a letter back saying, hey, okay, so you gotta explain this now.
Yeah. You could probably try and get some though, surely.
Yeah. Ted, I politely disagree. All questions are relevant. Pro traders are trading. No, I don't think I don't. If I tell someone I'm trading 7 lots, there's a very high chance someone will go out and one day they'll say, okay, you know what? I'm very confident in this trade, so I'm going to open a bigger lot. 100%. That's going to influence them. So it doesn't matter how much someone has lost or how much someone has won, because the amount to someone else, it might be a lot to me. So those are irrelevant questions. Oh, what's your lot size? Oh, how much you make? Oh, how much you lost? Okay, yeah, so we can agree to disagree. It's perfect. Because one thing I can't change are someone's opinions on things, and I think everyone has their own opinions, which is what makes the world go round. What do you think?
Yeah, gold.
Yeah. Gotta wait for the candle to close. GJ. See, one good thing about GJ is that it's created a low. It broke down below the support, which was held from pre-London. Look at this pre-London candle came down, it went up. And then you got the London Open, came all the way down, broke below here. Well, actually came down at this level and then went right back up. And then you had entire pre-New York consolidating on this price, above this price. And now you have this one candle that broke below it. So it made a low. So this means something. This means that now there's a higher chance for price to respect this level here and continue moving down. Right? So if you look on the 4 hour, the 4 hour is about to close. 4 hours closing bearish. The 1 hour here is closing bearish. Nice, strong, healthy looking bearish candle. This would be an alpha candle. Right? Because look what this alpha did. It broke below all these noobs here to the left. Yeah. So now there's a higher probability for price to continue down rather than continuing up, depending on where this candle closes. But it has to close below, I'd say, like 141, 860, 850. Man, gold is really trying to screw with people today.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that bullshit on gold.
That last hour candle's mad.
Yeah, holy fuck. God damn. Hey Raj, I just wanted to say appreciate what you're doing. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Would you still put stop loss above the 30-minute GJ candle because of how tight it may be? Yeah, I mean, see, if I haven't taken a trade on GJ, I'd probably go with stop at like 141,900. That's still around 6 pips away just to be safe. And then if you're going to be in a sell, then you're looking at the 30-minute candle to see if the 30-minute candle starts to break the high of the previous one, then you would want to exit. Plus also if you look on the 4 hour, the 4 hour is also making lower lows and lower highs technically, also the 1 hour. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll have a 20 pip stop for that's a 1-to-1. Based on a 30-minute, it would make much sense though. Having it till here and aiming for this price here, 141,650.
Gold 30 minutes nasty.
Yeah, man.
That's nasty.
Gold is like, you want to play? Let's play, man.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go to the playground.
That candle's blocking the oil.
Oh. What's this? Yeah, I think it looks good. Your take profit is good. Stop is good. This 30 minutes about to close, so I would say bring the stop loss above the previous 30-minute candle. That could work. Because ideally if you want candles to make lower highs and lower lows, then you want candles to kind of like You know, maybe form something like this. And then boom, down. Gold apparently spiked up because of Yemen's. Oh, okay. If you go to the daily, you will see why gold does that. Well, Mr. Fun Happens, I mean, I don't know if you expect me to read your mind from all the way in Toronto to wherever you are, but I don't know what's going in your... I mean, yeah, you need some more explaining to do on that. If you could have a nice clean break, small 15-minute rejection like that, then we move on GJ, my life would be much better. Yeah, I mean, if you're expecting the next 30 minute also to continue down, then it should respect the high of the previous 30-minute candle. This is kind of like what happened on GBCAD yesterday. You know, I'll show you. Yesterday we were over here. Wait. Right here?
That's too far back, man.
Oh yeah, right here, right here. Yeah, so this is what happened on GPCAD yesterday. We had this candle, this one broke below the support, and then this closed bullish. So if like, you know, so I know like guys, so normally what's going to happen is that I'm going to give my trade two chances, right? One chance is going to be after a break and close, so I'll enter on this candle, expect for a move down. And when this candle closes bullish, then that's one chance, you know, that's gone out the window. And then the next candle kind of like, you know, it breaks up, does this, and then closes bearish again, and that's the second chance. That's where I entered yesterday. And we went down. So this is kind of like what's happening on GJ right now. You know, if this is going to head down, it's going to head down, but then there's a chance it might start to head up, do a little bullish jump around, and then start to go down for London close. So I always give my trades two chances. So this is the one chance right now, which looks pretty good. GPCAD here as well. Seems like it can break below and continue down.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. You miss me? Oh my god.
What up, man?
All right, man. Gold is taking souls.
Yeah. Gold is taking everyone's souls.
Yeah, man, true. I had a buy earlier on GG. I was expecting to support, you know, they should be respected support at 141, 850. But man, it goes all the way down.
Yep.
But you know what? Today, it's a nice day to trade GJ, but it's going to be probably after London close. We should have this pullback toward to get this weekly candle close as a bullish candle. So basically, I'm expecting small range right now, and then a pullback towards the 142,500 to end for the end of the week. Just looking at the weekly candle, looks like we can reject that area 141,500.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, man. That's based on the weekly, though.
Especially with the news as well Thursday. Could well get there.
Yeah, yeah, man. Because what I used to do is to start mapping out during the weekend what the probabilities, the chances on the weekly candle to close bullish or bearish. So we have this move all the way down. So it's time for a correction on GJ to go up. That's my point of view based on the weekly. And we have rejection from yesterday. On the daily, we have rejection from 141,484. So I was expecting this move down, but I don't know if Chris this morning took any trades on GJ because it was ranging as hell.
Nah, GJ was a nightmare. I took gold buys at 68 something. I think it was just below 69.
Okay.
That was it though. It literally as I started to stream, the drop into that zone on GJ happened, which would have been, you could see it broke its structure. It made sense, but I just opened my eyes. So,
yeah,
weren't really my time,
Yeah. Yeah, I woke up this morning around 4 a.m. here in Miami, and I started seeing this range on GJ. So I was expecting this range to the support to be respected to go up. I don't know, man. Maybe we're gonna have a pullback towards the London closing today.
Yeah, I think
So you thought?
Sorry, man.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just gonna say I think it's all gonna end up based on Thursday's news. That's and obviously we've got this virus stuff going on today as well. But I think Thursday's main news will be important.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, sorry.
So, Kevin, you thought the 141.86 was going to hold?
Yes. I was thinking the 141, the 850 area should hold. But like I said,
on the daily, we've made lower lows and all bearish candles. Yesterday we had like a dodgy, but it didn't manage to close higher.
Yes. But that's normal, on GA is if you take a look at the previous daily candles, I don't know, but in my broker, I have two different brokers, but one of the brokers I have yesterday GG on the daily closed as a dodgy.
Yeah, it closed like a dodgy, right?
Yeah. So basically, what I was expecting, we're gonna have another push, another drop towards the 141,800 level, and from there we should start, retracing to cover the entire gap. Because the way the GJ behaved on the opening and Monday, it didn't close the entire gap. So I was expecting this gap to get covered during today and tomorrow. Basically, we're gonna end up. I'm expecting the weekly to end up bullish.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go back to like 141.60. That's my take, and then we're gonna go higher. But let's see.
Yeah, well, I'm not expecting this entire week on the daily from yesterday to be to get covered entirely. Yeah, because basically when you have some sort of reaction on the daily, like the closing from yesterday, we retest some part, almost 70% of those wicks, and from there the prices start retracing that. I've been backtesting G for a while, and that's how I get my moves.
Yeah. Can you check the daily charts?
Yeah, I'm on.
Check 20, 21, and 22 of January.
January 20. Okay. Yeah.
See, we had 20 bullish,
Mm-hmm.
1 dodgy, and 22 bullish. Like
Bullish.
like
Exactly.
continuation.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is gonna happen today. But let's see.
Yeah, let's see. In the fundamental perspective on GJ, I mean, I'm still looking for a good move as a bullish on GBP pairs. I'm not looking to the GBP start weakening again. We had a massive bullish move on I think it was on Monday, or yeah, I think it was on Monday. Because we were in the streaming and we were saying we're not expecting this entire bullish move to get complete on in one day, or it was last week. I don't remember. So yeah, anyways, I'm expecting this 30-minute candle close bullish inside the previous range on GJ. And from there, we should start moving all the way up.
Yeah, we're at a 4-hour support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took that same trade this morning and lost. You'd think I'd learn to not take it again.
Oh, wow.
Would you say it's enough range?
Is Ted around here by any chance?
Who?
Ted is sleeping. Ted?
Yeah, he was here before. I don't know if it's right now, but he was before.
Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. All right. What's keeping you waiting on sell on GJ now is a broke support? Well, I already took sells on GJ. I closed down over here. If you're paying attention on the live stream, and now who knows? I mean, now you gotta wait for this candle to close. Basically, either it's gonna come up back and close above the range here, above 141. Let's say 141, 860, 870, and then it's gonna continue up. So you need to see if there's going to be some sort of a rejection here for it to continue moving down. So, so today, do you guys go through losing streaks? I went 2 weeks without a loss. Now my last 5 trades have been a loss. Well, you need to focus on how many trades you're taking in a day. If you're taking 1 or 2 trades in a day, It should be good. Man, my body is getting ready to do some back and biceps today. Back and bicep workout. Hiya. Back and biceps. Did legs yesterday. Thank God got that out of the way. Man. Once legs are done, now we can move on to some more important muscles of the body. Right, boys? Yeah, yesterday I had a hard leg day too. See, no sells for GJ. As this candle starts to go up. You know, once this candle came down, see what we talked about? We talked about two scenarios. This is the second scenario happening right over here.
Raja.
Yep.
Would you say it's enough range if it was a fake out?
Yeah, I mean it's 20 pips. You know, it's 20 pips. As the previous 4-hour closed, you should have expected a pullback because, you know, the 4-hour candle, if it's going to move down, it has to make a top wick. Even if it's going to come down. And I guess 4 hours is expected.
Where do you see 20 pips?
4-2. Oh, between, like if you look on the 1 hour, you see on the 1 hour, like from 141.870 to, I guess 142.030.
Yeah, that's like 15 at most.
Yeah, 15, 16, 17. So then I guess you're going off the fact that, okay, even if this is a fake out, so if price couldn't maintain its move down, it's going to come up to the range, and then if this was a true fake out, then it should break out of the other part of the range.
True.
Yeah, you know.
I questioned because I took the same trade this morning, or a very similar one, and I got wicked out. It eventually made it to the resistance, but it stopped me out first.
Yeah, it's true.
The thing is that the 4-hour hasn't got any down wick, so.
Hey, can you tell us about your first time blowing an account? I just blew 40,000. Yeah, I think if you're taking gold longs, I mean, I don't know. You just have to know how much you're risking, basically. That's it. Now I know how much I'm risking per day. Per day, I know how much I'm risking. You should always come to the charts, or you should always come to a trading day knowing how much you're risking in that day. So, you know, last night I ended the Asian session with negative $288. And then I told myself, okay, you know what? Maximum I'm going to risk today is going to be 288, so that's 300 plus 450, so around 750 total. I'm going to risk 750. That was my risk for today, and if I would have lost that, then I would have done for the day.
Yeah, well, did you? I just heard the last bit of that conversation. Did you modify your lot sizes because of that, just for today?
Yeah.
You did, yeah. Yeah. I didn't know if you did that or you just.
Yeah. Yeah. So like now, what I do is like as price starts to go in profits, then I add more positions.
Get you.
Yeah. What would be your suggestion for a 5K account lot size if we risk a little aggressive, like 5 to 7%? Well, if you want to risk aggressive, like 5 to 7%, and if you talk things like risk a little aggressive, I think you should stop trading. And you should donate half of that money to some charity or something like that, because you're going to blow all that, And instead of giving it to the greedy market, give it to some charity. You're going to get some good karma too. Because it doesn't make sense to come on the stage, hey man, I got 5,000 and I'm going to go risky, when you can't even have profitable, like it looks good, it looks good that daily if you risk, let's say 5%, you're going to make $250. Looks good. On paper looks good, but in reality is much more different. So I would say start with 1% risk a day. If you think 1% risk a day is not much at all, then you really need to reevaluate how you're approaching trading. And most definitely I would say you should just stop trading. Because I don't know anyone who has consistently done 10% a day. No one.
I wish.
Yeah, like you get those big wins with big risks. You make a lot, but then, like, at the end of the day, you lose it too.
Mm-hmm.
So, when people talk about how much risk percentage is a good risk to put on, that's a question you should ask yourself. Can you afford to lose $100 a day? Or can you afford to lose $50 a day or $10 a day? That's something you should ask. Or if you have a $100 account, can your account afford to lose $1? That's 1%. Like, the biggest example is like, I respect that Q started that torch account. That's the biggest example. When people, they haven't traded real money and they've only been winning on demo, risking big, your entire psychology changes once you go on a live account, man. Trust me. Like, you can see over trading and over leveraging, and you can see people moving stop losses and removing stop losses and moving them. I mean, all these things, they go against the, like, they go against the norms of being profitable. And a big example of that is today when you had to wait. I took 2 trades. I took a sell on gold and I took sells on GJ, and that was just waiting. Waited for both trades almost 2 hours.
Ted said it earlier with all the stuff coming up today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit of a it's gonna be a write-off, really. Exactly. If you can find that entry, great, but don't force it, man.
I lost 4 times my daily max risk over trading today. Yeah, I mean, I always tell people that there are only 2 ways you're going to lose. It's by over trading and over leveraging. That's it. That is it. There's no other way you're losing. No other way, man. Test it. Try it. I challenge people, like, they say, oh yeah, we're all big and bad. I challenge them to just, focus on 1 or 2 trades a day for at least a month. And I guarantee in a month you will start to see a difference. 100%. I tell these people all day. Whenever someone messages me saying, hey man, like, what's one big tip you can give to me? I'm like, hey, just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. Because the more you look now we're looking at the charts, right? So the more you sit and watch the market, the more you are prone to take a trade. Now, as gold is moving bearish, if this was me 3 years ago, I'd be itching to take a sell. That could go down and that could go up, but to me that would be overtrading. Like, now that's overtrading. And once you get sucked into a trade, man, you're gonna be sitting there for another hour watching every candle move, and trust me, man, that's not good for your social life. That's not good for your, like, relationships you have with people. But what if I'm constantly losing after so long? Because you're over trading and over leveraging. That's it. You are over trading. That's why you lose consistently. Because you consistently overtrade. How many accounts have you burned being profitable? Why is that even a question? Why does someone want to know how many burnt accounts is it okay and then you can be profitable? Why? What does that question mean? So if I say 2, then you're going to be like, okay, it's okay to blow 2 accounts. Why even blow 1 account? Why even blow 1 account? Man. See, the priorities, the perspectives are different. Are you going to be live during FOMC? No, I'm gonna be busy. I'm probably doing something. I'm using a $100 account, making $30 a week. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna head off over here. I'm gonna get ready to eat something and then I'm gonna go to the gym.
Yeah, man. Have a good day, dude.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Roger. Have a
You
good
too.
day, man.
Take care,
All right,
Kirby.
buddy.
Alright, buddy.
Okay.
See you, brother.
Take care,
All
okay.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Love you all.
Bye, guys.
Love you.
Love you, love you.
Love you.
Miss you, miss you.
Love you, Rakim.
See you in March. Are you still in GJ Cell?
Yeah, keep telling it. Keep telling it.
Oh, man.
Your account is gonna suffer. Boom.
God damn. Alright, I'm gonna head out.